Hello everyone and welcome to Florida Aviation Network. I'm Ben Coleman, one of your hosts for today. And this is a very, very special day. This is April 1st and it's not April Fool's Day. Well, it is, but it's not. We're here at the 51st Annual Sun and Fun International Expo and Fly-In here from the Central Florida Aerospace Academy. And we would like to introduce you to another person here to my immediate left, your right. And we're going to go to camera 2 and check this out.
Good morning, Mr. Ben. How are you?
Ron Timmermans.
Yeah, I'm Ron Timmermans, also one of the hosts with the Florida Aviation Network. Delighted to be here. 51 consecutive aerospace expos, Ben.
More fun in 51.
More fun in 51. That's the theme, isn't it?
It is. And I'll tell you what, we're going to take this time to welcome our affiliates and thanks to our affiliates quickly. I'm going to take some, and then Ron's going to take some, and then we're going to talk for a few minutes. Again, this is the starting entrance show for the Sun and Fun Expo. Here we go. Bill Stool, and Joel Wiener. We would like to thank you for your help up in Jacksonville, and Terry Kurtz out of South Lakeland, but she's actually in the other room helping us right now. Glenn Sims out of Lakeland, Civil Air Patrol. Paul Aiden, and Adrian and John Weber out of Leesburg, and Barbara Walters Phillips out of Orlando. Randy Burke, he is the new Fast Team Program Manager out of the Orlando Flight Standards District Office, otherwise known as FSDO. Vicki Sherman, Ormond Beach with Civil Air Patrol. Keith Phillips out of Spruce Creek with EAA Chapter 288. We have Joe Schmalls out of Titusville with EAA Chapter 866. Brenna Wright in Sanford with the Naval Air Station Sanford Information Headquarters, and she is a descendant from the Wright brothers. She lets you know that every time that you talk with her, and she should be proud of that. Ron.
And she is proud of that. She's a friend of mine, and she works with me at the Sanford Wings program every month, and so she's a great person. So along with all those that Ben mentioned, we also have Bill McClung in Tampa with the National Aviation Safety Foundation and the Florida Aviation Network. These people that we're recognizing are not the only people that we have that are watching this program, but they represent a group that they have nurtured and are watching these programs and the archived ones as well. Michael Minner in Tampa with the Tampa FSDO. Dennis Hayes at Fort Myers with the Experimental Aviation Association chapter there. Billy Hadaway in Birmingham with the Birmingham FSDO. Thank you for joining us and all those that are with you today. Sam Gross with the Tampa Fast Team. Barry Simmons in Inverness with the EA Chapter 1674. Ben, I was in Inverness yesterday with one of my flight clients, so we did some landings there, including some practice emergency landings. Great airport.
Good.
Generally quiet and good place to go training. Tommy Diedemann in Live Oak with EA Chapter 797. Live Oak is another place I like to go. Good Mexican food restaurant in town, and they always let me use the crew car. Bill is the airport manager there. Nice, great Live Oak. So thanks for joining us, folks. John Liccardi and Michael Ketchpaw in Fort Pierce, another EA Chapter 908. Thanks for joining us. I'm sure you're getting something out of these broadcasts. Rob Williams, a part of our board of directors for the Florida Aviation Network. He's out of Triple Tree Aerodrome in South Carolina. So Rob, thank you, and all those that are with you joining us today. Laura Spoler in Orlando with the Florida with the Women in Aviation. Women in Aviation, Ben, just concluded their annual conference in Denver last week. They had a large number of participants there. And Ben, did you know that you and I as males can join Women in Aviation?
I am a woman in aviation. Well, I'm in touch with my feminine side.
Okay, very good. I'm proud of you, Ben. Thanks. Jim Waymeyer and Cress Wise in the Villages with the Villages Aviation Club. I was pleased to go up there a year or so ago and present wing seminar at the Villages and Aviation Club. That's a great group. Willis Reese in St. Petersburg with the Civil Air Patrol. So thanks to all of you for watching today, either by yourselves or with a watch party.
And Ron, did you know turning this signal, we have a gentleman up in the Chicago area called John Typin. And he is a very, very distinct voice, and he helps us quite a bit. So John and all the networks that help us, thank you so much. Let's see, I just had a little voice come to me saying he's in St. Louis, not Chicago.
Indeed he is.
I'm thinking, sorry about that, John. And the Aeronautical Proficiency Training Wings Industry Network. And we're going to be talking a lot more about the training network and the awards program coming up. And we would like to also remind everyone that we are involved, believe it or not, with aviation safety. That is the premise. That's our foundation. That's our backing for the Florida Aviation Network, which is a project of the National Aviation Safety Foundation. I'll say that slower, National Aviation Safety Foundation. And our roots where did our roots come from, Ron? Just a little test.
Yeah, so safety is foundational for us being successful in aviation. If we want to come back and fly again tomorrow, we have to do safe flights today. And all of the decisions and things that we make relative to today's flight is going to enable us to come back and fly again tomorrow. Is that what you're looking at, or are you looking for something else?
No, that was good. And
Okay.
and actually our roots go back to the FAA. Obie Young, who is the grand poobah of the Florida Aviation Network.
He is indeed.
And Bill Hohenstein and I, we were the safety program managers back before the FAST team. And we had a place here at Sun and Fun, a facility called the FAA Production Studios.
Is that building over by the AOPA tent?
Used to call it the Safety Center.
Yeah, what's
was
it called
FAA's
today?
It's the FAA building.
Okay, I call it that building, so I think I know what you're
The big blue building in the middle of the spot, of the middle of the complex. But it's so important, Ron, that we remember why we're here. We're not just talking heads, batting things back and forth. We talked this week with performers, with educators, with the shakers and the movers, is what I like to call it in aviation. And in aerospace, it's not just aviation anymore. It is aerospace and a lot to do with space, which is really going to have a large impact. And you talking about safety, I can only imagine you have a new definition for the term safety when you're in an orbit and you have limited resources. You're in a craft, and you hear something go snap. What was that snap? I can't identify what that snap was. I would think that would get my attention.
Indeed it would, mine as well. Speaking of folks in orbit, we just launched 4 astronauts into a polar orbit last night aboard a SpaceX rocket booster.
Falcon 9.
Yeah, Falcon 9. And first stage landed back on the drone ship. The astronauts are in orbit over the poles. First time that we put people in orbit over the poles, so that's kind of unique.
Ron, I think there's a correction. It was a Dragon. It was a Dragon spaceship.
Dragon is the name of the capsule.
Dragon, and this Falcon 9 was the rocket.
Falcon 9 is the rock that puts it up there, exactly.
Where do you think these astronauts got their start, Ron?
My guess would be in general aviation.
And could have been something like this little yellow airplane we have sitting up here called
yeah.
Piper Cub.
Indeed.
And that's why we're going to start a wrap up here, because we've got a lot to get accomplished this week.
We do.
And we want to thank all of our volunteers. Jack Mendez. Jack takes time out of his busy schedule to come down here and work a camera for us. And we have all kind of folks. We've got Ryan. And who do we have a camera to? Oh, it is Chris Day.
Yeah.
It's one of our students that's here volunteering with us.
And behind the cameras, Ben, we've got other people.
Oh, we have a captain with the Legion Airlines. Of course, I'm not supposed to say that, I don't think.
Exactly. Well, let's just call him John.
Captain John.
Yeah.
We call it. But we have a lot of different folks here, and they're all over the studio. Christine Curry. She's going to be helping us out quite a bit, and she's a boat captain.
Good.
50 ton.
Yep.
And
Terry
Kurtz
keeps us glued together.
She is the administrator.
And you forgot the floor manager.
That's Mrs. Coleman.
Yeah.
She's helping us.
Ms. Melody Coleman. Thank you,
That's
Melody.
Melody.
And then who is that grand poopah again that you mentioned?
Mr. Young.
Obie Young.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know,
So
whenever I think of Obie, I think Young.
Yeah.
You know, it makes me feel good. It really does.
So we've only mentioned a few of the people. It's amazing how many folks it takes to put this together. And so we appreciate all of those folks that make you and me look good.
And that's a tough job. I
It
tell you
is.
what, we're going to wrap this up. Ron, let's talk a little bit more later on in the day, and
We'll do
we're going to
that.
get to our first guest. Please don't go away. Stay tuned, and if you're not here on the complex, come down to see us, Lakeland International Airport, and at the Central Florida Aerospace Academy.